Welcome everyone back to the channel. Kyle here. We're back with another unboxing video today, and today we're going to open up a set I've had for a couple of weeks. I just have not gotten around to opening it up. It's the newer, I should say now, Mar-Vell Legends Build-A-Figure Abomination set. Probably, to be honest with you guys, my least anticipated Mar-Vell Legends set that has happened any time in the last year. Probably that's me, maybe even being generous with the year. This wave didn't do anything for me. When I saw it announced, it kind of just appeared, it felt like. It almost felt like it was cobbled together with just a bunch of people, with the weight of the set being the Gamerverse figures. I'll be straight up with you guys. I don't do video games anymore. I'd love to, I just don't have the time for it. So I don't know about the Gamerverse characters. I'm familiar with the characters in them, but the Gamerverse figures, we've had Spider-Man in the past, have really not knocked my socks off. I'm definitely getting them. You're going to see me unbox them. I'll talk about them. I'll tell you what I know about them. But just a disclaimer that I do not play the video game. But let's get into this wave. Let's talk about it. We'll go through each one and let's open them up. All right, let's start unboxing these and talking about them. We'll start first with Mar-Vell Legends Marvel's Mach 1. And once again, I'd be lying to you. I'm not a Marvel's Mach 1 expert. I stopped reading comics back in the 90s, but I still collected the figures. I know he's in the Thunderbolts now. Apparently he was the Beetle in Spider-Man lore back in the day before switching over to Mach 1. To be honest, first impressions of this figure, I think he will join the Beetle as sitting on Walmart pegs for the next couple of years. He could be quite the peg warmer in the future. We'll see, but you know, this set seemed to have came and went pretty quick to the Walmarts and Targets out there. I don't see a lot of residuals hanging around. I don't know if they were short packed. As a whole, I kind of did feel like this was a cobbled together set where they just, here's some guys we have, we'll just throw them all into a set and put them out. But at the end of the day, I'm happy to get new figures, new villains, new heroes. I know he's gone both ways a little bit. I believe he's a villain now. But always happy to get more figures out there and different characters for sure. So I'm okay with it, but we'll see how this set does, and we'll see how it compares up to. So this is Marvel's Mach 1. The back of the package, Abner Jenkins suits up in his mobile armored cyber harness as Mach 1. Really tells you absolutely nothing about the character. You know, guys like myself that don't follow comics, we'd look at this on the shelf. Is this a good guy? Is this a bad guy? I think he looks like a good guy, but I believe he's a bad guy. I think he's a little bit of a tweener sometimes, but, you know, very toyetic looking figure. Kind of would fit in as a Iron Man type character there, it looks like. So, but I could see kids being confused that don't know the character at all. You can see the Abomination head there. This is the Abomination Build-A-Figure wave. Always like the artwork on the sides. Cool packaging picture. There is the back. Marvel's Mach 1 Abomination set. The Abomination looks okay. I'm not sure what to think. Like this whole set, I'm not sure. Time's going to tell when I get this thing opened. Let's see. All right, Marvel's Mach 1. See you later. We're going to start here. All right, there he is in package. Nice and clean. Very good paint apps on this one. No scuffing, no marks. I don't see any issues. Pop out Abomination's head first. There it is. We'll see. We'll build him at the very end. We'll see what we feel, and we'll compare it against the old Abomination as well, as I like that old Abomination figure. But there's one, so we're getting there. Nice, pretty blue background on this one. Like we always talk about, there's some people that save these as diorama backyard things. Not for me. Instructions. See you later. Got him out. See you later. Alright, first impressions, alright, I don't mind him. He's got a little shoulder gauntlets going on here. I could see the paint apps getting a little messed up. His foot. That's good. You know, I've had some issues with some of these Mar-Vell Legend feet lately. Like, getting kind of stuck or crooked or just a little bit off. But a little bit of new tooling here. The backpack and the shoulder gauntlets and stuff. It's okay. There he is. Definitely a toyetic figure. Nice back wings. See that blue color pop? Not bad. I always like to think, what would I do with him as a kid when I was actively playing with these? Or maybe I play with him now. Who knows? Maybe I do. But playing as a kid, I could see this guy, Mach 1, being early on in the battle. You know, you set up your big battle. He'd probably would get killed fairly early. But we'll see. A little really stiff joints on this one. Stiffer than most. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Sometimes it can be a little stiff. The waist is just a hair loose compared to normal figures. And we're going to do the old Ringside Collectibles stand test. I always say, don't spend a fortune on your stands. Get them from Ringside Collectibles. They fit most Mar-Vell Legends. As I say that, it does not fit this guy. His foot is too big, so I will not be able to use a stand for him. That is unfortunate because he is a little heavy with the back. A light figure, but heavy with the backpack thing there. So, unfortunately, that will not work. I may use a flight stand for him. Maybe make a flight stand of him flying in my setup. We'll see. But there it is. One last time. Mar-Vell's Mach 1. I don't really have a rating scale, but I would say he's more middle of the road. Not terrible. Looks okay, but a little bit weak on the articulation bendability. It just feels a little subpar compared to normal, which is a little disappointing, but probably a middle of the road figure for me. Definitely not one I think a lot of people are clamoring for, that is for sure. But there it is, Mach 1. Let's move on to the next one. All right, we continue on, and now I talked about this a little bit earlier, but this is the Mar-Vell Legends Gamerverse Wave is what it's being called, to support the game. I think I heard somewhere the game has been delayed. That's unfortunate, I guess. A lot of movies, a lot of things being delayed with COVID-19 issues. It seems like the figures have snuck their way out, and now the game will be delayed. I think they wanted to launch them together. A lot like the Black Widow movie and the Black Widow figure wave. Figures came out, the movie delayed. We'll see where that Series 2 of that Black Widow wave goes. I would think they would save that for when the movie finally comes out. I should mention the Gamerverse wave. GameStop, if you pre-ordered the game, has a Savage Outback Hulk. Like I said, I'm not familiar with the game. Apparently he's going to be a character in the game. A really cool looking Hulk. A lot of mixed reviews online for that. But I would love to buy it. But I'm not going to buy a game I don't have a system for or be able to play just to get that Hulk figure. But I definitely want to get that Hulk. I have a feeling somewhere down the line I'll pick it up on eBay, or maybe GameStop will sell them without the game one day. More to come on that. But this is Captain America. We all know Captain America, one of the most famous superheroes of all time. Injected with experimental super soldier serum, Steve Rogers has the peak potential of strength, endurance, and dexterity. That's all it says. These file cards, I don't even know, I can't even call them file cards anymore. They used to have nice bios and stuff, like here's his energy limits and his powers and stuff like that. It is bare bones as bare bones gets on the back of these packages now. I miss the little stories or a little more detail about a character, especially when you don't know a character and you're a kid. That's how you start learning about some of these. But I guess with the internet now, everybody can just look it up. But there it is, Captain America here. Let's take a peek. The nice blue background. It does pop in the white Gamerverse package. There's the Gamerverse team. No individual pictures like the other ones. The Gamerverse just had the whole group shot. There's the back. Of course, continuing on the Abomination build wave. First impressions, a very plain Captain America. We have so many Captain Americas in the Mar-Vell Legends set, but you always need your big heavy hitters out there. Your Iron Mans, your Captain Americas, your Spider-Man. They got to be in every couple of waves to attract new kids and new people. If it was all deep cuts like Mach 1, who we talked about, lines would not do very good. But here's Captain America. Let's open him up. Let's see what we think. Nice, pretty blue. Got the Avengers logo. See ya. Don't need you. Box. See you later. Watch out, Lemmy. Lemmy on the floor. He don't want to be in the video, but he's always by my side. It's funny. Every video I have, he's either by my feet or right behind the camera, watching real close, watching every move. Typical Captain America shield. Same style. A little cheaper plastic feeling. Not as decorated paint as some of the other ones. It's got the usual, you can put it on his back. Whoa, let me throw it around here. Put it on his back, or you can put it up, put it down. I don't know. It does look a little less detailed than some of the other ones, but hey, that's the Gamerverse wave, possibly. Like I said, I don't play the game. You know, this almost looks like Riot gear Captain America. Like I said, I'm not familiar with the game, so maybe that's part of it. But he almost looks like a SWAT team member, Captain America there. Just a typical Captain America figure, but almost like military police style. Riot style. You know, actually, I would kind of like to put this. We'll see. I may pop the head off this guy, find a more generic plain head. This very well could be a Riot member in a G.I. Joe Army Builder team. Very, very interesting figure. As you can see, the backpack fits right there in the back. Nice place to store it. Looks like that. Or we can turn it, we can put it on his arm, like so. And you can display him either way. I would probably, a lot of my caps are displayed like this, so I think this one I would display with it in his back. But I don't know. He's got the nice American flag there on the side of the shoulder. It's a nice touch on both sides. A very plain Captain America. Like I said, I could see a lot of customizers taking this one and turning it into something else. Maybe a team of soldiers or what have you, which isn't a bad idea. You know, this is one, depending how this wave does, to me, I could see this being Peg Warmer City, but I'm not seeing a lot of them out there, and they've been out a while, so maybe there'll be floods more coming. But I could see playing the long game on this one and buying a bunch of them when they get down to $5-6 each. Doing a little army building action with this one. And that might be my game plan. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds. But that's the Captain America. Let's see. We're going to do the old ringside test. So far, we're 0 for 1. Mach 1 did not work so well. I have a feeling this cap will. And there it is. Bam! Fits right on there. You know, typical boot mold. We've seen a lot, so I had a feeling this one would fit. But I love the ringside stands for these. Cheap way to get your figures to stand. Nothing worse than walking in and seeing a domino of all your figures. Buy the stand. Be professional with your collection. But there is Captain America. Let's see what we got in the next figure. All right, we continue on the Marvel Legends Gamerverse set with Iron Man. Just like Captain America, he's got to be in a lot of sets. You know, full disclosure with me, I've talked about it before. Iron Man was not my thing as a kid. No kids in my elementary, junior high liked Iron Man. It was kind of an old man comic. I was just shocked at the resurgence of Iron Man with the, you know, the movies with Robert Downey Jr. and stuff. Brought Iron Man to a whole new level, in my opinion, he was never at, especially in the late 80s, 90s. I did not buy his comics. He just did nothing for me at all. But here we go. Typical Iron Man. I mean, we've seen a million Iron Man figures. I'm pretty sure this is a repaint. I couldn't tell you off the head which one, but a lot of these Iron Mans are repaints most of the time. We'll read the back of the package like we always do. Tony Stark developed his cutting-edge Iron Man armor and helped found the Avengers to protect the world against catastrophic threats. So there it is. Very similar packaging, obviously, to all the other Gamerverse figures. White on the top, blue background. It definitely pops off the shelf. Just like the other ones, there's the whole team shot. Team shot on the side, no individual picture. This is the Build-A-Figure Abomination wave. There he is on the back. I don't know. This is a pretty weak link one for me. It's the hard road of being a completist out there. You got to have the whole set. I want to build the Abomination, so you got to get all of them. Throwing away parts here. Let's see. Falling out. See you later. Watch out, Lemmy. Oh, my goodness. He's all right. Didn't even move. Didn't even budge. He's tired. He's a tired little guy. Instructions. 2 sets of instructions with this one. They say, man, this is complicated. You're going to need 2 sets. You'll never figure out how to change the hands or put these on without reading the instructions. See you later. Don't need you. I'm really smart. Avengers background. We talked about that before. Comes with the Abomination leg. There it is. Typical leg, pop in. We'll see. We'll build the Abomination. Hopefully he goes together smooth. Sometimes those things fight you a little bit. Comes with 2 thrusters. You know, they can be used as thrusters, or they can be used as, you know, shooting out of his hands. Very, very cool to get those. You can always play with those and use them between different characters if you want. Should say Captain America did not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. There he is, Iron Man. See you later. Yeah, just your typical run-of-the-mill Iron Man. How many do you need? I'm not sure. Apparently we need hundreds. I've seen some collectors out there build kind of a display with a little box. You know, I have the regular Tony Stark figure. I would love to build a cube of like boxes and then have all the costumes in there sanding, like Tony Stark thinking, which one am I going to take? I would like to do that one day. Maybe there's a place I can buy that. If any of you guys watching this out there know where I could buy kind of a display diorama like that, hit me up. I might be interested in picking up something down the line. Obviously, as things fit right in there. Actually, this isn't a terrible Iron Man. I mean, we have many like him. I'll put this in here. We'll do it this way for this. But there he is. Iron Man. Like I said, you can put those in his feet to make it look like he's flying off with some thrusters going straight up. Or you can put him in his hand where he's shooting them out. A lot of possibilities. I don't mind this one. Actually, I didn't like it at all when I was looking at it. I thought it was the weak one. I like this actually maybe better than the Captain America. It's kind of cool how it's low decorations, or I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it's like kind of a bare bones Iron Man. Sometimes they get a little too much in them. This one's kind of just a bare bones, plain Iron Man. No fancy gimmicks, just an Iron Man. And there he is, kind of flying off out of the screen. Oh boy, here we go. Whoa! Very fun. I don't know. Yeah, better than I thought he was going to be, actually. So that's always a plus. I always like to be surprised when I go in. I don't want to say I ever go in negative, but I go in with preconceived notions, like a lot of us probably do. So I didn't think a lot of good stuff out of this one. Once again, fits right there on the stand. You know, I always say maybe there's one figure in the sets that don't fit on the stand, and that was right off the bat with Mach 1. But Cap and Iron Man, all good, fitting there perfectly. We'll put this right on his hand. There it is. Iron Man, ready to go, ready for action. A little bit better than middle of the road. Not top of the heap, but much better than anticipated. I do like behind his knees, he's got kind of that gear joint type thing. That's kind of a nice little touch. Yeah, not too shabby. Like I said, impressed with this one. So let's keep moving on. Let's move to the next character. All right, moving on. Here we are, Miss Mar-Vell. Now, I'm going to be honest. This is the dog of the set, if you ask me. This one drives me nuts. We had this figure, I don't know, a year, 2 years ago, probably 2 years ago now. Almost 100% identical, just a little bit different colors. But basically, it is a hardcore repaint, almost just a re-release. A waste of a space to me. A lot of different characters probably could have been used. This one's pretty disappointing. This character does come with the biggest parts of Abomination, which is smart. Make people buy this because you definitely need those. But really do not like this one being in the set. I don't like this character. I don't need multiples of this character. I shouldn't say I don't like this character. I don't know this character. This is kind of after my time with, what's her name, Kamala. I'll read the back here. Miss Mar-Vell, whip smart with an optimistic personality. So I should take some learnings from that. I should be a little bit more optimistic about this figure. Not be so negative, not be so down. Whip smart with an optimistic personality, Kamala Khan is determined to combat injustice wherever she finds it. Well, good for her. You know, that's nice of her going out there. Gonna help save the world one street at a time. Good for her. But just, I didn't need two of this character in my set. But here I am, living the life of two Miss Mar-Vells in my display. Not a lot to be said. There it is, Gamerverse. Obviously, she's in the game. And there's the side pack we've saw before. See it again there. There is the back. As we continue to build the Abomination wave. I don't know. We'll see. Just not that special to me, unfortunately. Big pieces from Abomination in this one, though. Here's these, the instructions. See you later. What a mess I'm going to have to pick up here very shortly. Now, I will say on my old one, I have her displayed with these kind of Mr. Fantastic long arm, fingers, giant hands. just because I thought it looked cooler and a little bit more different than the run-of-the-mill figures. I am not going to display that one this way. It'll give some kind of a point of difference. I do see some differences already, so we'll see. It's not as bad. It's still bad, but not as bad as it was, we'll say. Let's make sure she gets everything here we need. So, like I said, the blue is a little bit brighter and a little duller. Interesting how it's darker, brighter blue on the boots, but then the dress is kind of a duller, lighter one. I don't know, not that special of a character to me. Very small character. That's why you got the biggest pieces of Abomination probably in there. Her other figure did not come with the scarf, though, I don't believe. I don't recall that at all, so that is at least a point of difference. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if she fits on the old ringside stand. I'm going to say yes, and I would be right, like I am most of the time. There she is, fits right in there. The Abomination. Got the two big pieces, the back and the chest. Pop that out. Well, it's a heavy-duty figure. Get the other one out. There goes. Watch out, Lenny. You're okay. Yeah, that's some big-time pieces here. There it is. And I've said it, I think, before. Build-A-Figures, I want a big Build-A-Figure. Give me something big that I can't get normally. That's the way Build-A-Figures need to be. Give me the most bang for my buck. Let me build some kind of big monster, or big figure, or big something. I don't want to build a little like, was it Puck from Alpha Flight? They had him way back in the day. Just about that small of a figure. I don't want any of that. But here it is. There's the two Abomination pieces. You know, very similar to how the Sugar Man came. You can put them together just like that. We'll get there. We're still missing the arms, and we're missing one more leg piece to build him. But there is Miss Mar-Vell. Probably the weak link of the set. Yeah, gotta be. I mean, we'll see. We got more to open, but we'll see. That's probably the weak link of the set. Miss Mar-Vell. Well, we went from the lowest of lows to the highest of highs. Now, this figure is one I've been looking forward to. I used to read the New Warriors back in the day. He was a member with Thrasher, Night Thrasher, and a few of the others. A very cool, very toyetic figure when I saw promotional footage from him from way back. When they announced this line, I was very excited to have him. Like I said, the Miss Mar-Vell, not the best. This one I have huge high hopes for. This is probably going to be my favorite one in the set. We'll see. Mar-Vell's Rage is his name. Let's see what the back says. Accidental exposure to toxic chemicals as a young man gained Elven Halliday superhuman powers. Okay. You know, I do wish there was a little bit more detail in the descriptions like a lot of these figures, but that's just the way they're going these days. But there he is, Rage, very, very toyetic. Cool little picture of him on the side. Basically a lucha libre type mask. Almost looks like a cool pro wrestler. Looks like he'd fit in like Lucha Underground. Reminds me kind of Prince Puma a little bit there. For you wrestling fans. Let's open him up. Let's see what we got. Not bad. Continue the Abomination wave. See you later. Got an arm with this one. A little blue. There he is in the package. You can see. Pull out the Abomination arm. It's a big meaty arm. I do like the claws on this. First thing I've noticed. Very nice fingernail claws. Not too shabby. Pop him out. I will give it up for this set. Very clean paint applications on this set. Have not noticed any issues. A little bit of the feet, though, on these things lately have been a little janky. I don't know. It bends okay. It's just kind of not in the right place. It's just in a weird angle. I like this figure a lot. Very pro wrestling-esque. I could see people pulling double duty and putting this in your wrestling figure federation. You know, basically like a lucha libre. Very, very cool. A bigger figure, you know, not little, a big, tight, tough figure. Very nice. Black jacket on the back. Boy, I like this one a lot. Big, mean face scan, and you can see the eyes kind of set back into the mask. That is a cool touch. This is probably my favorite figure of the set so far. Very, very cool. Very tough. Very streak. Gonna put that with my new Warriors figures. Let's see. Do you think he'll fit on a stand? I got the trusty old ringside collectible stand. Ringside. You should at least hook me up with some free stands. I keep plugging you. Fits like a glove. Look at that. There he is. A little off center. Got to play with his joints a little bit to get him to sit just right, but his feet fit perfect. That's a clean figure. That's an awesome figure. This could be the top one of the set. Rage, must have. I do not see him floating around. I see a little bit of Miss Mar-Vell out there and a couple of Captain America still on the store shelves. It's still early in this wave, but I think everybody's picking this one up as this is a point of difference and something different that we all need in our collections. So there it is, Mar-Vell's Rage. Let's see about the next one. All right, we got 2 left, so here we go. This is Mar-Vell. Captain Mar-Vell as a kid, as I remember him, but I believe Captain Mar-Vell changed into a female, as we all know in the movies and stuff, so he must have came back as Mar-Vell. I'm not a big deep into the story here. The cosmic characters were never kind of my thing. I was more of the X-Men, traditional superheroes, Spider-Man. The cosmic world, I dabbled a bit in Fantastic Four, which, as we all know, crossed over into that, but I didn't buy a lot of Silver Surfer. I didn't really care for his comics. So I wasn't a huge Mar-Vell fan as a kid. Didn't know a ton about him outside of just, appearances. He'd do some crossovers and stuff like that. But Mar-Vell, the powers of flight, superhuman strength, and stamina make Mar-Vell a celebrated warrior. He is apparently celebrated. They celebrate him and look at the sky and say, holy cow, there's Mar-Vell. He's coming in hot. We can't wait to have him here. There he is. Little picture on the side. Same picture on the other side. Back of the package. And the front of the package. Another Abomination arm in here. Not a terrible figure, but once again, not a favorite of mine. Paint apps look very clean. I think you need him for your cosmic shelf. I know there's a lot of people that love the cosmic characters. Just because I don't doesn't mean you don't. There it goes. Instructions. Typical blue background. No Avengers logo, just the blue. See you later. There he is in package with the arm. Not too shabby. Very, very similar to the last arm, obviously. We're almost done. We're going to have that Abomination built very shortly here. See what we got. See you later. Watch out, Lemmy. He's alright. He's not moving. He is dog tired. No pun intended. He played fetch for about 2 hours straight yesterday, so he's still tired. It's an alright figure. Unfortunately, I see a little bit of a scuff or a little scratch on his star. That's probably my bad. I probably should have looked when I picked him up off the shelf. And you got to check the paint apps on your figures. I don't care what it is. There's some goofy paint apps, especially with some of the eyes and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I did not catch this. That is my fault. I don't know if it'll pick it up there, but right on his star, there's a little scuff, scratch. That's going to drive me absolutely nuts. I'm not a customizer doing paint that could touch that up either. There he is, blonde hair, flowing locks. Kind of got the wobbly torso that you get with some of this body style. This one didn't come with anything else. No extra hands, no effects, no nothing. A bit of a plain Jane figure, but I know a lot of people wanted this figure for a long time to get it out there. That's why I kind of feel this set was just kind of a hodgepodge. Who do we got made that we can just throw into a set with around these game figures? And he was one of them that kind of fit the boot, fit in there. He's got wrist gauntlets that move. They are not hard attached to him, so if you took the hands off, they would fall right off. A little different there. I don't know, an alright character. If you got a cosmic collection, you need him in there. Let's see, will he fit in the old ringside stand? I think so. I know so. Here it is. Fits right in there. So the tradition continues, I think. We only got one figure left. We'll see if he fits, but only one of the set did not fit. So there he is. I don't know. It's just kind of there for me. Not a huge fan of this character, like I said. It is what it is, but I guess a lot of people are happy he's here. So there it is. Let's move on. We got one left, and then we're going to build Abomination. We're getting to the end. All right, here we are, the last figure to unbox, and it's Mar-Vell's Leader. Now, Rage was the one I was most excited for, and this was a hot number 2, almost number 1. I was not a big Hulk reader back in the day when I was a kid. Obviously, he crossed over into a ton of comics, so I did read my fair share of Hulk. I love the old school 80s TV show when I was a kid. I watched a lot of that in reruns. But I was not a big Hulk universe fan, and that's where Leader comes from. I guess my best exposure to Leader as a kid was during the Mar-Vell Action Hour. Maybe it wasn't the Mar-Vell Action Hour, but the Incredible Hulk cartoon around that same time. It used to be on at like 3 in the morning here, Sunday mornings, and I'd set my VCR and I'd watch it. So that was my first exposure to Leader, really. You know, I always noticed his huge head. I mean, you can't miss that. Very reminiscent of, I think there was a Twilight Zone episode with guys like that. Just a lot of characters with the big brain. I don't know if a big brain makes you smarter. They always say it's not the size of your brain. It's how you use it, kids. But I don't know, Leader, it's very toyetic with the big head, the bright green. Let's read the back, huh? Let's indulge on his file card here, if you want to call it that. Marvel's Leader. Gamma radiation turned Sam Stearns into the hyper-intelligent menace, the Leader. And there it is. Let's do the back first. You know he's a menace. Anybody that puts their hands like that, you know they're up to no good. They're smart. They're thinking. You know, they're in for trouble. What is he thinking? Who knows? That's the character pose. Look at that. There it is. What is he up to? What is he planning? He's got some big ideas for world domination. There he is in package. Like I said, one I've been looking forward to in this set. Need more Hulk villains, I think, for my Hulk shelf. See you later. Watch out, Lemmy. Lemmy is out. He's not moving. Get it out. Same blue instructions. There he is, Leader. Look at that. So got the foot. We are ready to build Abomination next. We got all the pieces ready to go. Whoa. See you later. What a mess. Yeah. Now this one is good. I like the orange. I like the yellow together. Very, very toyetic with the large head, small body. Really pops. Those colors really pop together with the green. I think that is a strong number 2 right behind Rage for me. Very, very cool figure. Look at that. That green really pops there. I don't know about the feet. The feet remind me of like duck feet. I don't know if you can kind of see that there. They're a little, like a hair big, and they almost look like webbed kind of duck feet a little bit, but it is what it is. But I do like this figure. Very, very toyetic. Love the large large head, sorry. You probably can't see it on there, but they got nice veins in the head. Like his head's about ready to explode. Got the widow's peak there going on. A very, very solid figure. We always need villains on our set. We get so many heroes, so many Captain Americas, Iron Mans that we talked about, Hulks. You need some bad guys. I'm glad we got a Leader. We'll see if he fits on the stand. I don't know. We'll see. See if he does. Oh, yeah, fits right in there. Guys, I tell you, these ringside stands, universal, not just for wrestling. Use them for your Star Wars. Use them for your Marvel Legends. Very good, very cheap. You don't want your figures falling like dominoes. That's for sure. But there he is, you know, the Leader. Very, very cool figure. Very happy to get this one. Yeah, it's very plain, but very bam. You know, that green sets it off, but I could see people taking the head off this one and army building this as a scientist or, you know, whatever. I bet you there'll be a lot of that. And I always kind of keep a checklist. There might be some like that Captain America Riot Squad. This might be one too. If there's somehow I find them on clearance real cheap, you can make some easy customs. I'm an easy custom guy. Switching heads or hands, that's what I like. I'm not going to repaint. I'm not going to retool. I don't have the artwork skills for that. I don't have the time for that. But easy customs, I'm all about it. So there it is. There's the wave. A mixed bag, not my favorite. But we got one left to do, and that's the Abomination. All right, here we go. We got them all sitting here in front of us. We got all the pieces to build this Abomination Build-A-Figure. Pretty excited to see this one. Like I mentioned earlier, I love big figures, so let's put this guy together. I think somebody said you should always start with the arm, so that's what I'm going to do. Very small peg joint on this arm. Let's see. See if I can get it in there. You know, these Build-A-Figure sets, sometimes they go in smooth. Sometimes you got to heat up the pieces. You got to wait for that click. There it is. Got that one arm in. Let's get the second arm in. You got to use some force every once in a while, that's for sure. There it is, popped in. It's got butterfly joints on the arms, which is nice. A nice touch. Give them a little bit more range of motion. There it is there. Let's see, you got to make sure you get the right foot on first. So there, see if we can get the right foot. Oh yeah, popped right in. I love it. So can we get the other one in? Bear with me here, folks. Pops right in there. Oh, nope. Thought I had it. I lied. Come on. Oh yeah, there it is. Got two legs in. Now we got to put the chest piece on, line her up. That's the easiest one to go in, kind of clamps everything in. There it is, get the head. The head is sometimes tough. You gotta get it on just right. There we go. The Abomination has been built. Fairly easy as far as the Build-A-Figures go. Usually they're a lot harder than this. It all popped in. Very good. Look at that. Well, let me grab the other Abomination. Let's compare the two together. How about, huh? All right, guys. I brought in the other Abomination from a year ago, year and a half ago. I thought this was going to be like a pretty much straight-on repaint with a different head, but I am pleasantly surprised here. Bravo, Mar-Vell. Thank you for doing that. That was a big worry of mine. I was like, Abomination, we already had him. I don't need another one. But here we are. We got him. I'm guessing Abomination must be in the new game, be in the Gamer Wave. But I do love how big this figure is. I thought it was going to be the same size, same everything as this one, with different hands was the only thing I really noticed. But you can see the size difference. I mean, this one is much bigger, the new one. I do like the old school head. There's the old Abomination. I do like the head on this one a lot. Maybe the new one will grow on me a little bit. But that is the old Abomination. And now, of course, the new Abomination, much bigger. Side by side, you can see. This head just, I don't know. Something is weird. Maybe it'll grow on me, like I said. But I love the hands. I love how heavy this figure is. You can see the big spine spikes there. Not on this one like that. Very, very cool. You know, I'm pleasantly surprised. This took the whole wave up for me. Like I said, I was kind of down on this wave, but this wave got much better with this Build-A-Figure. Kind of almost crocodile-like. I could see people saying, hey, this is Killer Croc from DC, but boy, that is a heavy-duty figure. Nice articulation in the foot and the ankle. Much more so than this one. Wow. I'm kind of shocked. I'm totally shocked. I thought this was going to be just a repaint. It's totally different. I got the nice butterfly arms like I talked about. Not too shabby at all. Look at that. Look at that. Here it is. Let's pull up some of our other friends we met today. There's Miss Mar-Vell, of course. Got Rage. We got Iron Man floating in. We got the Leader. I'm putting them all in here. There you go. Can't forget Captain America. And then we got Mach 1 to fly above the rest. So there it is. There's the whole group. There's the unboxing video. Like I said, a mixed bag. I'm pleasantly surprised. If I had to put them in order, definitely Rage would be my favorite. Leader number 2. Probably Iron Man, Mar-Vell, then Mach 1, then Miss Mar-Vell as my least favorite. Build-A-Figure, obviously very cool. I don't know if it's my favorite Build-A-Figure of all time, but much better than anticipated. So there is the set. There is the group. You know, let me know in the comments. Are you picking this wave up? Do you like this wave? You gonna pick and choose from this wave? What do you think? But there it is. There is the newest gamer version wave. I'll keep a lookout for that Hulks. Hopefully I can get that. I'll display all these gamer guys together. That is kind of my plan. I have the 2 Spider-Mans from previous series. We'll put them with the Iron Man, Captain America. Kind of keep those guys together. Have a gamer shelf, I guess we'll call it. So there it is. So don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it, each and every one of you out there. And until next time, this is Kyle. We'll see everybody real soon.